My biggest problem with this map is I have no idea what the callouts are.
This is going to be interesting for everyone, I'm pretty sure. And if anything,
I
it
know
would make
banana.
for an... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off.
Just want to say I know banana, and I'm guessing you're going to come up with a bunch of random names now, and I'll have to try to keep up with the camera, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm sorry. I will try to refer to people instead of locations as much as I can for this one.
I only know most callouts on the left side. It's recreation, toilets, banana, top fans, server room.
Seeing Lizard switching to the Supa here.
Well, let's see. We got 2 recon. We already got a frag. I couldn't even like look at the team list. Where did that happen?
Server room.
Server room going down. Daimler just going in. I don't even know where he's at. I can't keep up. I was gonna go through the teams, but before I could, we're already in. Hard here. Daimler being one of the recons that was dispatched somewhere around the upper levels, close to the big spawn. Wow, this is such a one-sided entry so far, and the Ghost just walking through the upper center, as I would call it, towards the cap. Sippy's taking the fight against Shinra. Shinra just dropping him there.
Did he try to
probably
knife him?
For the better. It looked like it. Sippy had the knife in hand. It's just as I was saying, there's 2 recons, 2 assault, and support versus 2 recons, 2 assault, and support. We got a mirror match going on yet again, now that I actually got it out of my mouth without people dropping left and right. This is going to be real tough. It seems like this is going to be something that actually was practiced a little bit by Renraku, if not a lot. Simply with Daimler getting entry frags so fast. I can see John is about to run into Daimler here. Daimler on top of the... No, actually, never mind. I thought Daimler was the recon on top of the server. I was getting terrified for a moment they would just walk past him. But it seems like Daimler has moved on to keep an eye on the hallway close to it instead. We really need a plugin that shows player names close to other players, because I really thought that was an enemy recon there. But speaking of sneaky, Daimler in that red hallway right here. But it was not enough. NSF catching up. Everything happening so fast again that my worry about that enemy recon on the server being...
Lizard was trying to be sneaky with a shotgun, but Zippy got him, and I think from there they could easily pick out the rest of the team.
If there's something that we definitely need to practice callouts and commentary on, it's gonna be this map. I'm having a very tough time trying to piece together what I should be saying, in what context.
Yeah,
well,
it's a tough map for everyone.
The shotgun was swapped to Lizard. This is something I expected. People have been going shotgun recon so much this map. Raz getting an interesting dead pack down in the server room.
Sippy gets the drop.
Sippy just getting the entry over and over here. But it doesn't matter. That's such a quick trade to turn it in their favor. 3 people going down. And now it's down to Grass with a dead pack in the server room close to the Ghost. Like up above. And Ferry to even it out. 1 recon taking the other. Dahmer is dead. Well, Rusher's also pretty low. An interesting situation going on, I was about to say, but before I could even get that out of my mouth, it just unfolded yet again. I was going to say, what Rusher's doing here is very interesting, going all the way around outside, trying to catch them all the way from behind. But it wasn't enough, because it already happened. The tempo is insane, I have to put here. Like, things are happening and unfolding so fast, and whenever somebody's like positioned in the spot, it's usually for immediate fight happening. Maybe 10 seconds later, there's not much holding going on and a lot of clashing and flanking, and it's a bit of a meat grinder as a whole. Banana seems to be filled with PIGA right now as they slowly try to approach the Ghost. Well, it's about to once again get hectic one moment to another. Sippy getting into a fight immediately, not really understanding from where. Racer getting downed, but Rusher also getting down from the board. Ooh, everybody's just kind of caught into their own fight now. Lego Racer just kind of getting one after another. Lizard was caught from behind, but it was enough for him to get away with that shotgun and the recon speed carrying him. It's not impossible yet, though. Ferry, Grass, and John having an interesting position. But Lizard gets Ferry. Grass swapping a Jide that probably was filled with another Jide that's now propped up in the corner. An interesting strat. Just seeing the gun to see how full it is here. Ooh. The man himself killing 2 people, now down by John. Trying to get an entry here. But Shinra kind of catching him. John seems a little bit dazed, a little bit confused. Going through the bathroom area right here, trying to catch him now. Grenade through the smoke might be the wisest choice. But it's not getting him. He's just too far away. The SRM giving him a little bit of that extra speed. Lizard trying to push in, trying to get caught from behind. Ghost drop down with the Milso to fight Grass. Grass, the lowest player with the HP on the team, still able to get the drop, trying to even it out. Actually, no, it's not even at all. Shinra's by himself. Well, this is going to be interesting to see. 2 high mobility players against the slowest link in the team with that support SRM. It is enough to take on John, but will it be enough to take on Grass? Because that Jide with 2 to 3 well-placed shots is going to take him apart as much as that MPN, as much as that SRM is going to take apart Grass. Actually, Grass swapping to the SRM here. It's going to be
Shinra's going for the timeout here.
Very even firepower. Well, here's the boop, but it's too late. Oh, Grass actually could have gotten the round 2 with how that unfolded. 1 HP left. Well, if not for the round, it is for the kill. I need to catch a breath yet again, but it seems like there's another recon on the board now for PIGA. It is 3 recons, 2 assaults instead of the support. It seems like the other team is not changing their composition. They're kind of comfortable where they're sitting. They're only 1 round in the lead, and there's once again 2 kills just happening at the same time. Rusher just trying to like answer them yet again to keep the lead in check. But it doesn't matter. Grass is here to answer, and it's going down. It's going down so fast. Rusher going down, but Lizard taking yet another one. Where am I supposed to look? What am I supposed to say? And what is happening here? Ferry just running into the gunfire, crossfired before the ghost can even initialize for him to see them. What a setup. It's once again down to Grasp. He's so close to the ghost, he came just a little bit too late for them to be there. They're on the run. They're doing it. And if I was Grass, and I was not aware to where they are at all, I would just tread carefully and maybe go for another tie unless they get a really good drop on the enemy right now. This is going to be really intense with Grass having the info, but it is yet again biting him in the ankles, as I like to say now. I don't want to say biting the ass. We're trying to be...
Well, you did say it now. Anyway.
That was part of the joke. Anyhow, Grass is going down. Once again, it was a really bad timing for him to pick up the ghost. They were just waiting for that to jump him. Bad jokes aside, we're going to move on with an even bigger lead by Jinrai. NSF proving, or well, PIGA proving to be able to come back at least 1 or 2 rounds from that. It's not going to stop him. They got corporals, and they only are facing 2 sergeants right now. It's going to be just fine. Let's see. Grass is entering, taking on Lizard, and once again that is answered with 3 kills this time, just unfolding in the black tiled area in the long hallway. I will just call this entire area the long hallway here with the forklifts and everything to just make it a little bit easier on you. Now just hiding out in the banana and Ferry entering the black tiled area. Russia is constantly answering many calls that the enemy team is trying to make, simply by just taking one or two people that were a strong link and a really good flank for the team. Not to mention that Russia really doesn't hold back to take a fight and announce his position, despite of it being very well placed most of the time. I gotta give it to him. He really knows how to say so much in this clusterfuck of a map. I say as Smile just seems to run into him too. If anything, he has a magnet just strapped onto his chest or something. I don't know what's going on, but he's really been taking a lot of fights and winning them. Well, it seems like they're once again taking out a recon for a support, but now Renraku is answering with taking a recon in of their own, taking out their support. It's nearly as both teams have a very similar structure of what they want to see in their team and classes, support being very shy on both sides. I can understand that. Both teams really enjoying the mobility, and they're trading guns for the sake of using the mobility here to get them kills. Lego Racer already starting off, trying to announce themselves yet again in this round early on. There's two people on the Ghost here, and the sneaky vent pop trying to cause chaos in the server room here. It is working out. Shinra coming in to take grasp, but Ferry to follow up with the Milso out of all things, having to reload his MX. What a problematic position. Rusher once again just sealing the back in the same place he was in just now, and it's going down so fast. Whenever they try to pick a fight, one fight kicks off and the rest just follows like a freight train crashing into this. This server room is attracting a lot of attention, and if that's not attracting the attention, it's usually Rusher just being in a position to just force out a fight, if not for, you know, the trades going on. Absolutely insane. This pace is almost feeling faster than when I watched Deep Frog's match, simply because how active both teams are trying to get into the game and trying to get a foot in. I'm not going to say that Deep Frog's individual speed is rivaled here, because it is not. It's going to be very hard to do that, but my god. We are even again Ferry taking Lizard. But I'm a little bit worried about Rusher here. I don't know. Rusher seems to be having map awareness and positioning that I would say that generally Renraku has the advantage with. It was their pick, so I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. Rusher's just coming in. John Cass looking away. Meanwhile, in the back line, Smile taking on Dominator. Ferry is in a bit of a predicament here, instantly getting domed. Well, not domed per se, but hit. Rusher once again is just taking fight after fight. He was in the cheeky position yet again, being upstairs in the banana, just getting an overview and taking Zippy. This man, I swear, if anything, right now he is really striding to get that MVP for this map. Smile's just trying to put a stunt into it real quick, but he is still facing two people. Well, Smile, I don't know if that's a good idea, just standing on top of the boiler like that, especially with a shotgun where there's a lot of long sight lines. But what if he has a slug loaded? We don't know. And he's just walking past. Shinra's not seeing it. It's actually working out for a split second. But, oh, the choke. Lego swapping to the Tachi to get it. The shotgun, not enough on Smile's side. It almost seemed like Lego was choking with running out of ammo, just hearing that infamous click mid-combat. Absolutely wild how things unfold here. Whenever you think they were going to take a fight, it just happens to be a hairpin situation, and it's a little bit of a shame, because it would be great to see NSF just get a foot in the game and come in and take a round just to announce, hey, we're still here, we can do this.
Lizard with a cheeky A13 now.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see. As I like to say a lot of things are interesting to see. With Daimler going down and Shinra going down, all these shotguns on the board, I just want to point out, there's a lot of shotguns going down. Zippy now bringing in the intel. Lizard just trying to carry the A13 to victory. But before he can, a lot of people will go down in his sorry, in his stead. Now, it's the 2 firepower men on the team. It's Rusher and it's Lizard. They have Rusher in the pincer here. Rusher's going down soon. And now it's all down to that fast AA-13, ready to strike. But the Ghost Caller is just not pointing it out, trying to go suicide rushing for this. And Lizard, you know, going in, bringing the Ghost away immediately, seeing that as a steaming pot of chili that should not be anywhere close to the carpet. Grass is trying to push onto him. Lizard getting away. But there's John, both of the slow men trying to catch the fast man. Well-placed pincer. It wasn't necessarily like a pincer like front and back, but they played from 2 different angles, trying to keep Lizard in check. And that was perfectly executed here with the slow speed they had. There was nothing else they could have done if the Lizard was to go try to make a great escape here. I nearly said ape escape. So this is what I'm talking about. They were down, but they're not out. And they definitely have a chance to just keep announcing themselves. Keep bringing in that they're not out of the game. They have firepower, they have guns. And even though they're a little bit, you know, in the disadvantage, 3 sergeants can do a lot. As I'm saying, Dahmer going down to City immediately. Shinra just in the vents, a little bit overwhelmed. The Ghost tossed away here. Just into the hallway or something. I'm not sure what happened here. The Ghost was picked up as fast as it was dropped. Lizard, the slow man who was a fast man just a moment ago, trying to plow his way to the Ghost. Just trying non-stop. Sippy is almost dead, and that's going to be really hard for him to do something, but it doesn't matter. Rusher just quickly trying to acquire his position, trying to triangulate where exactly he is. He goes down. Turner just finishing the job here. Lego low, Shinra low. If anything, it's up to Grass and John being with the health advantage, trying to figure something out. Despite the lack of speed, rivaled against somebody that can just out-hop him and somebody that can sprint. What are you going to do, Grass and John? You don't have the speed, but you sure have some grit, as we've seen in the last round. Can you execute something here? Ah, they're bringing in the smoke. This is big.
I don't like
Bring
them
in the
splitting
smoke.
up like this.
Well, Grass is trying to like get to the Ghost, just a little bit confused. I'm not sure if he's just confused or just not sure if he should go for it or not. But John is at least utilizing the smoke. This is what he should be doing. The enemy doesn't really have much to combat the smoke, so use it. Use your utility to make the round play. Well, if anything, this might boil down to a timeout because Shinra's just touching around. Well, I was going to say Shinra's just touching around the point instead of going in. Whoa, what an unfortunate turn. But it doesn't matter. Grass finally made it to the Ghost. No better timing than that. Imagine if Grass would have been positioned differently and not just coming in by sheer accident, finally making it to the Ghost like that. If anything, it seemed to have worked in their favor.
That's why they shouldn't have split up.
But
Good
then
thing
again,
they
it just
split up.
seemed to come together, even if it was an accident. If Bob Ross was here, this would have been a happy accident, if anything.
Seems like both teams have slowed down the pace now.
Yeah, the recons are taken away, the supports are coming in.
I see
2
the
supports on
rock,
PIGA
paper,
and
scissors of Neotokyo.
And Sippy is the entry man, taking out one of the most powerful people. Lego Rice are also being one of the top frags here going down. Not that it matters though, because if anything, Dahmer, usually with a little bit of like unusual positions to play in, even though they haven't worked out that well so far, he could make something work if he just figures out something that could catch him off guard. Zippy being caught here by the cheeky peek out of the ret vent. Dahmer following up with just announcing himself from the other side. Sure, he goes down, but the numbers are damaged. It's a 2v1, and it's definitely doable with what Lizard has, as he announces himself yet again with the MX. There's MX versus MX. 2 fat boys just trying to duke it out over what we would consider the cheeseburger of NT. Just sitting there. John is
Comeback.
finishing the job.
The comeback is real.
Now, this is a reminder here. This is Renraku's pick. So if they were to take the map and it was going down to be like Olio stand for the third map, this would be really big. This would be what we wanted to see for the past matches too. More and more.
I'm a
are the
bit
people
worried about
catching up on PIGA.
PIGA sticking with 2 supports here. I think they only need 1.
This is a very fair assessment to make, especially now that they got Sergeant. They easily could bring John or Grass just to take an assault.
Nice typing.
I'm sorry. I was talking to chat simply because Sexa was trying to call me out here. To get back to the game, considering Dollar's usually one of the first people to call besides Sippy, it seems like we're just going in. We're going in before I can keep it up. And as I was saying, Dollar's just making the entry. He just snagged the ghost under their noses, trying to get the 7th point. And come on.
And that's the problem with having too many supports, while Renraku still has 2 recons.
Well,
You can't keep up.
there's the problem with the supports, but they also just didn't consider to pick it up, bring it from their spawn, bring it in, and just make something work. If you have to go so close to your spawn, why not pick it up? Get some early intel, see if somebody's pushing, hold the ghost carrier back so you can just fan it out in a cone, see if anybody's coming in, and that didn't happen. And it's been punished. It's a full lieutenant stack against 1 lieutenant and 4 sergeants. That's the price you pay. Unless they're just coming in. It's going to be very tough. Every man they lose now, knowing this is match point, it's going to hurt them more and more. But it doesn't matter. Everybody trying to cling on with the win. Ferry just taking out Dahmer, trying to give him payback for what he did. Rusher once again in a higher up spot, trying to get an overview. Lizard just following up the overwhelmed Grass. John now by himself, facing that AA to eat lead. One shot after another. Shinra just trying to seal the bag. Ferry down. Smile by himself. What a harsh turn of tides. And it doesn't matter. Rusher is picking up the ghost. Perfect choice to make. Smile by himself here. Just going to be really hurting for him. He saw the ghost go down, but everybody knows where he is. Renraku better not screw this up now. It's a 1v4. Sure, Smile has an MX. Very wise positioning with just some glasses separating for a split moment. He seems to tickle them, but he has to follow up. And Renraku made the right choice because not everybody was going with the ghost carrier here. If they all would have followed with the ghost carrier, this could have been weird. But with someone holding back to just make sure that, you know, they get the chance of getting the drop on him, that was the perfect call to make at the very end.
GG.
Good game indeed.